Hi there, this is Fia. Welcome. Today I thought we'd do something a little bit different, I think. First of all, you can see here I have a bunch of these empty water brushes that I got from AliExpress, really cheap. I think they were about 63 cents each, which is super cheap compared to here where they can be up to $10. Or not even 63 cents. They were like, yeah, maybe 63 cents. But they were really cheap anyways. And I thought today we'd try to make our own watercolor brushes. And to do that, I have my liquid aquarelles here. Some different colors. I have about 20 brushes that I bought, and this is the medium size, which I thought would be a good size for watercolor brushes. So we're just gonna start off. And for this, I don't think I'm gonna do these straight up. I think I'm gonna actually add a little bit of water, or add some water to them to make it a little bit less potent. So let's see. I have some water here to my side so I can rinse out. So I've got about, if you can see that, about that much of color. And then I'm just gonna fill it up with water. Like so. We're gonna see, close this one up, shake it around a bit, and here I have some watercolor paper. And you can see it's already staining the tip. Just get it primed a bit. And we got a pretty good color. Let's see what happens if we add some more water. It moves around nicely, and I'm thinking we could probably make it a little bit more intense. So let's see. I'm gonna add a bit more of this red color. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh yeah, now we're talking. I like that. So I would say it's about this much color, and the rest is water. Let's just move it around nicely. It stains the paper a bit, which these tend to do, but I don't mind that. Okay, and just for the sake of it, let's try another color. And these are some really cheap ones that I got out of a cheap store called Flying Tiger here in Sweden. I think it's a Danish company. Just gonna rinse off my pipette. Let's see. This is about 2.5 milliliters. Paint, and then I'm just adding some clean water. Like so. I'm actually gonna try to make a shimmer one as well while I'm here. Okay, so we have this primate. Oh, nice. It's a nice color. And once again, go in with some clean water in a brush. See how it moves. And it moves nicely. It's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of my shimmer powder. And we're gonna try to make a shimmer. So I just got these. And these are, this is gonna shimmer in red. This is gonna shimmer in purple. This will shimmer in blue, gold, and green. So it's a bit of how do you call it? The one that shows up the color on dark surfaces. So let's see. So this is red. Do we want to make maybe a blue with a green shimmer? That could be cool. So I'm gonna take this one. Make sure I close this. And of course my fingers are gonna be stained, and they're gonna be more stained since the fact that I've been reorganizing my stamps a bit, which has made them black. So they look like a bit of poo-poo, but that's okay. See, I got some spoons. Open this up, and it's so strange because it opens the wrong way, so to speak. Let's see. I don't know really how much shimmer to use, but you see it's a really nice shimmer. Something like that. It's like the bottom part of the brush. Wipe off my fingers a bit. Go in with about 2.5 milliliters of color. Then go in with some clean water. And I'm thinking I might actually get a couple of beads to add to this one, so I can make sure that the shimmer shakes up. We're gonna shake it first. I'm not even sure that we will be able to get any shimmer out of this. So you have this color and it's shimmering. And I'm gonna go in and just do this. We can see if we get some of the shimmer out. I'm gonna zoom you in a bit. Move this over a bit, like so. And I see some shimmer. Yeah, it's coming up. And it is subtle, But here, I don't know how well you can see it. Let's see if I can catch it for you. You can see some of the shimmer. I need to stand up so I can see through the lens. And it's a subtle green. It's not super green, but it is a subtle green. And it's really shimmery. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. I like that it goes through the brush without a big problem. So that's nice. Ooh. So okay, I'm gonna make up a couple of brushes with this paint. And then I'll come back and just show you painting in a quick coloring page. Or at least starting up a coloring page. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye! Okay, so I'm back. I've made all these colors. This is the one that I put some shimmer in. And I think you actually can see it a bit better now. Better. Not better. I hope. There you go. And this is just painted on 250 gram cardstock, and I'm actually gonna make my swatches for my little brushes on this, from this. That's why I've just done them like this. But I like the colors. I did 3 that I actually mixed. And this one, and this one is a mix of colors. So like this one is red and yellow. This one is a dark blue and a dark green. Or a light blue and a dark green. This one is a dark blue and a light green. This one is a dark green and a dark blue. So that's it. And to try these out properly, I've got this. Let's see if I can get it. And of course, cheers. This is a freebie that I got from the Bennett Klein Facebook group. He tends to put out freebies every Friday, and this is one of his daughters, May Klein. It's a Madala. And I thought this one would be a good way to try these out. And to help me with this, I have some brushes of different sizes with just water in them as well, to move the colors around. And let's see, I think I'm gonna need a swatcher since I haven't put my swatches out on the pens or brushes yet. So okay, let's start. This one is the red. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna try to do a bit of shading, not a lot. Something like that. Go in with some just water. Pull it out. And this is also just 250 gram cardstock. So this is not watercolor paper. So it's not gonna act completely like this. Thus, the one I have, the watercolor paper I have beside me. See, this is the pink. And for right now, I'm just trying them out to see how they react and how they work. And I'm gonna need to try them out some more on different kinds of paper and stuff. Because I can see here, they're not moving too much. But they do leave a really nice color payoff. It's bright, it's vivid, and I really like it. I think it would be fun to do these maybe on a more watercolor paper, so you could work with them a bit more. Unfortunately, I don't have any coloring pages with on watercolor paper at the moment. And before you ask, this is printed on my HP printer with just HP, proper HP cartridge, and as long as it's dry, you can use watercolors on it as much as you like. It won't smudge, which I really like actually. And let's go with the jello. And I can see, and I'll see if I can show you. If you look here, the color sinks into the paper immediately. It's hard to say. It doesn't stay. It's like it dries super quick when you use this paper. Let's see if we can move it a bit. I just want to move it. You see, it doesn't move very much at all. And then we're gonna use, this is watercolor paper. It's a really cheap watercolor paper. But here, you can see it doesn't sink in as quick. It's still a bit moist. And I can move it afterwards. Let's try even one of those here that has dried. You see, I can still move it. It will stain the paper, but it's still movable. Whereas on this, once it's down and dried, it's not movable, and it dries super quick. So that's something that is probably good to know. But it's still fun. I like using it, and this is a really good way to get some easy color, and pretty cheaply. The sets with the small bottles that I've used for this, I got at Slöjddetaljer, and I think I paid about 240 Swedish crowns, which is about $30 for 10 bottles. So it's not a bad price to just play around with things like this. This is one of the black. Let's see if I can write with it too. You can write with it pretty okay too. I'm not the best person to do calligraphy, but here is the orange that I made, because I didn't have an orange in the sets. And of course you can go in and like overlay. To give depth and stuff. But now I'm just trying all these colors out, looking how they look dried and stuff, and how easy it is to use them in this form, which is, for me, I like it. I think they work good. They are, you just have to get used to the brush. I'm not super used to working with things like this. Even my aqua markers are pro markers, so they don't have the brush tip. So I'm more used to like thicker brushes. Let's see if we overlay to mix some color. It's a nice purple. So that works nicely too. And there's really bright, or how do you call it when they're see-through, non-opaque, transparent. That's the word I'm looking for, which I like for applications like this. And also it's really nice to use on coloring pages, because I can then go in and use my colored pencils on top of them, which is kind of cool, to get shades and highlights and stuff like that if I wanted to be more of a not. This becomes almost like a monoprint with no shading and stuff. But if you go in with pencils and stuff, or if you do this on a watercolor paper, you can use more pigment and drag it out to get lighter areas and stuff, so highlights and shadows and stuff, if you like to do stuff like that. But on this paper, and I actually like this, it's ordinary copy paper, just a thicker kind, works really well with different techniques like this. It's a nice bright blue. You can see when they dry as well, they kind of keep their intensity. And of course, these are not 100% pigment. I have diluted them with more than half of their starting, because I did not need to have these 100% strength. You can of course do that too. I just thought it would be easier to work with, not 100%, especially for applications like this. Let's see, only 2 more to go. And I recommend you to actually go to Bennett Klein's Facebook page and look at he has several color books out. I think he releases one almost every month, which is insane. He has a special style. He works a lot in grayscale, but it's really amazing art. And he's really communicative with his community, and seems like a really great guy. I love his. I just picked this one because it would be easy. This Madala, because I thought it would be easy to just have open lines to try the colors out on, simply. And there we go. Maybe we should put in some of the glitter one I made as well. And the brushes are working fine. No issues whatsoever. Some of them might be putting out a little bit too much of the liquid, but I think that is also me pressing it too much. And this is still putting out a nice amount of shimmer, which I think is really cool. I think I might have to make a bunch of these shimmer ones too. And I think making these with the Tim Holtz Distress Refill or reinkers would be pretty cool too. You get some nice colors out of that. So that's it. Let's see how this one writes. The one with the... Nice. I like the shimmer in it. But it's subtle. It's not green. I think I would have to add an actual green pigment to it. But so here is a close-up of me just trying the colors out, and I'm actually really happy with this. I had no idea. I've never tried this before, But I figured it would work. So I thought, why not? It's worth a shot. I could always empty them out to a spray bottle or something to make spray mists if it didn't work. So that's it. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and got inspired, and I hope you have an awesome day. So see you later. Bye.